essentially, it's like taking Dungeons and Dragons, sticking it in a blender with Jackbox games and a choose-your-own-adventure book. Basically, I have absolutely no idea what is going to happen this afternoon, other than we are playing Trudge and how to play it. A lot of the story and the creativity and the hilarity all comes down to you guys. So my job is fairly easy. We are going to be sending a team of 3 heroes on a grand adventure. I have no idea what that adventure even is yet, because again, it's all down to you guys. On our quest, we will have the typical sort of Dungeons and Dragons-esque characters. We'll have a warrior, a bard, and a wizard. And we'll be gifting them with special abilities or equipment for their quest. And then we'll be deciding what quests they'll be performing. During this journey, they'll encounter people, they'll encounter situations and general difficulties. And we'll try our best to resolve those and find solutions on our way. They may be successful, they may even die. In order to help in some of the decision making, we have a classic tool, a D20. We will be throwing this out into the audience. Just pop it around amongst yourselves and then send it back front and we'll see where it lands. Okay, so heroes, on your devices you should now have some prompts asking you to choose your character name and your race. Now for the race, we don't want the old dwarves and elves and stuff like that. We want to go completely left field. We want things, and I'll give you an example. We had a cardboard cutout of Dave Benson Phillips previously. We've had rotten socks as the race. So, just and cheese. Someone has played a block of cheese before. So again, don't go for the typical things. Think a little bit creatively. And green is not a creative colour. For our gods out there, you are also being prompted to provide your god name and your god superpower. And once again, we don't want the Tolkien things of like the god of trees and flowing water. Think of, again, a little bit more out of the box. You could be the god of measles or that strange lump on your back. And boosting the morale of the team, we have Hoopington, the Jammer Bard. And last but not least, working their magic, we have Wizard Time, the magical rubber duck wizard. So guys, we have got a microphone in front of you. Please feel free to share that amongst yourselves, because you will be needing to make decisions, etc. So, deciding the fate of our team, we have our team of gods, who are... We have Alfred the Sticky, the god of jam, marmalades and conserves. Peter, the god of Birmingham. Is the god of slight inconvenience. And James Nitro, the god of acceleration. Okay, so first up, our warrior is going to need a weapon for the quest, so this is where we come over to you guys. We want suggestions for what we're going to equip our team with, so first up, the weapon for our warrior. Please put your suggestions in now. And hopefully, as you... yeah, there we go, on the screen. So if you're a god, please do take inspiration from all the suggestions coming up on the screen now. We have a 2-pronged fork, a giant sausage, a pool noodle, children's dinosaur grabber toy, foam finger, imaginary sword. Okay, so let's find out what you have equipped our warrior with.
There's a lot of suggestions.
We can potentially give the warrior a bent spoon, a 12-inch dragon toy, the tasty new meatball Mariana at Subway, a skeleton key for the elevator, your best friend's right arm, the salmon of Plunge, or Hammond's Lambo Chevy. So, place your votes as to what you want to equip our warrior with. And in a moment, we'll see what the end result is.
When you're ready.
Okay, so we've got the votes in. Let's see what the result is.
3, 2, 1.
So, June, your weapon shall be a 12-inch dragon toy.
Disgusting!
It was almost salmon of plot.
So, next we need a song for our bard to perform. So, what would we like to see Hoopington perform for us this afternoon? Put in your suggestions for a song. It doesn't have to be an actual song, it could just be the title for something that might be quite imaginative and creative. And of course, Hoopington will need to develop the lyrics for themselves. We have All the Single Furries, the Ballad of Jam Jars, Tits on a Log, Herald of Darkness, that song you listen to, Homer Shake, Hammond Wolf, The Bad Touch, Never Gonna Give You Up, Suck Me Baby One More Time, Herald of Darkness, Cheese Armpit, Bluey, Da 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 Da. Give that wolf a banana, there's no cock like horse cock.
I'm not singing that, that's copyright.
You'll never take my freedom. Cheapy, cheapy, chap, chap, chappy, ruby, rubber. Chopsticks. Give the wolf a jam. Okay, so we've got our suggestions in. Let's see, what can we vote for? So the gods have decided that your bard song might be All the Single Furries, Katy Perry's Firework, The Elevator That Could, Live and Learn, The Sloppy Sounds of Fucking Your Sister, and There's No Cock Like Horse Cock. Place your votes now. Okay, let's find out what the song will be for Hoopington. Your famous ballad is called...
Yeah.
We know what's good. So the song will be All of the Single Furries, so we look forward to hearing that later. And last but not least, the wizard is going to need a powerful spell. This could be transformative. And really change the very nature of everyone's being, in fact. We have had people turn to cheese, we've had people turn to jam, we've had the unspeakable happen. So we have enlarged, testicular torsion, turn into a bifabin, fetus deleter, curse of sharks, stroke. There's a distinct cock theme coming into these spells. Start an orgy.
Oh god.
Make an expansion. We have blinding light.
Thank you.
We have the ultimate erection. Decrust fursuit. Oh, I wish I had that spell.
Oh.
Okay, so let's see. What have our gods decided the spells could be? So, place your vote for the Curse of Whiskey Dick, the Fireball That Only Flashes and Nothing Else, Fetus Deletus, or Prince Andrew's Prince Albert Cheese. I mean, I'm not really sure what's particularly magical about that. So, the votes are in. Let's see what the spell is. We have... Fetus Deletus.
I'll take it.
So, in order to get our quest on the way, we need an objective, and then we'll be on our merry way. So, last but not least, just make your quest suggestions. What are we going to send our team to perform or do? What crazy objectives are we going for? Resurrect this baby. That's a reference to previous years. Make a Victorian child's mind. Do not fart in the elevator. Find Dad with milk. Resurrect the Queen.
I'm not doing that!
Gods, let's find out what adventure we're going to send. Climb the South Tower, find Epstein Island, save Princess Fudge from Shadow Raccoon's evil. Find the 1 meter by 1 meter square buckler, makes you cry. Rescuing your sense of dignity, become a baby fur, find the true meaning of Christmas, or yiff a vaporium. So let's find out what the quest is going to be. It is. Epstein Island. Interestingly, equipped with a bad dragon toy. Spell fetus deletus. I'm singing all the single movies. This could be an interesting one. So, our three heroes, you find yourselves gathered outside in the foyer. You have been tasked with finding Epstein Island. I'm not entirely sure what you're going to do when you get there. Prince Andrew might be able to fill us in on that. What would you like to do as your first step towards getting to Epstein Island?
Not going there.
You have to be very difficult.
Do feel free to shout out, audience, help our heroes, give them ideas.
Google map. Google it.
Make everything shout out. After that.
They'll never find you. What three words?
Look under every greatest tag in the world. Fly, you bird.
Go to the tavern.
Go to the tavern. Find a way to find 3 raccoons in your ass.
So, heroes, what's your first step going to be in this great mission?
Google it.
Okay, so you're going to Google the location of. You bring up the Google page, it locates it perfectly out. So you look at the details, it gets 5-star reviews from all sorts of royalty.
In the US Islands, apparently.
And you click directions, and it gives you an advised route heading over to Glasgow Airport for the next flight.
That's not coming up your search history.
So I think possibly your first objective is probably get to the airport. We're going to have to probably decide a means of transport for getting there, I think.
I guess I'm flying them there.
Well, we're going to fly from the airport, but we need to get to the airport. We're not there. So let's go to the audience. Audience, how are we going to get to the airport? Is it just going to be regular bus and bicycle, just walk, or something a little bit more crazy? So make your suggestions. What means of transport shall we use for getting to the airport? We've got a Segway tour, steal a black cab, a magic carpet, get blown along, a Naruto run, a trebuchet, a megabussy, flap those flappers, stealing a school bus, a Ford Focus, let the wind carry you, just form a conga line, offer services for a free ride.
T-pose no flex.
Sneak into Andrew's luggage. Use a battleship, a backwards long jump, dragon pilot. So let's see, what have the gods decided upon could be the means of transport?
Going to sleep.
So,
Oh, God.
I don't quite understand the first one. Oh, an old man dressed in pony gear. I'm not sure that's the means of transport. Oh, I see. Right, all right, an old man dressed in pony gear. I get it now. Hold on to Regda as they flap. Use the megabus. A trebuchet. Gets deported again. Ride Prince Andrew. So, place your votes for the means of transport to the airport. So, votes are in. Let's see the results. So, we're going to trebuchet. You head outside, look around, and fortunately, just around the corner in the parking lot, there is a medieval convention going on, and the trebuchet just happens to be there as part of one of the displays. How convenient. You load yourselves into the sort of, I'm trying to describe how it works, but basically you attach yourselves to the sort of the end of the rope that is going to fling across, attaching it onto your belt buckles, and you get ready. and just wait for the next sort of demonstration. So I think we're going to have to introduce the D20 for this. Find out how successful this is going to be. So, if one who wants to throw the D20 into the audience, throw the D20 around amongst yourselves, and then bring it back to front. We'll see what the score is. Okay, so we have a result. It is 3. Oh,
That's a bad miss.
This is not good. See, you see, you're not invulnerable in this game. You do have health, health points. So, the demonstration team cut the rope and the trebuchet launchers. You go flying up and over and across, and you splat into the side of the hotel. And you take a point of damage each. So we're down to 4 health points each. So far you have progressed from the foyer to the car park to the side of the hotel. The maintenance team come along and sort of get some sticks and scrape your bodies off the side, and you sort of just drop down. You're back on your feet, however, we haven't made a lot of progress. So clearly the trebuchet method, unfortunately, wasn't that good. Have you got any other alternatives that you might try?
Train. Just take a taxi.
Okay, we're just using a regular good old taxi. So you summon the taxi, and the taxi pulls up outside, and you just peer through the window, and they say, "Is this a taxi for Glasgow Airport?" You say, "Yep." However, the person driving is recognisable to you. Who is driving the taxi? Let's find out. So we've got Epstein himself, Jeremy Clarkson, Sonic the Hedgehog, Elizabeth Perry, the Queen's Skeleton, no, Bender, God, the giant crab that only speaks riddles, Ray Charles, your Greek.
How would I be in there?
Prince Philip's there, or Nick Wilde, James May, Jesus Christ, another taxi is driving the taxi. So let's find out what have I God suggested.
I like it.
So we have James May, the ghost of Jimmy Savile, Shadow Raccoon, that KFC guy in that suit looking suspicious, or the Mum of Destiny. Place your votes. Who is going to drive this wonderful taxi? Okay, so the votes are in. Let's see. Okay, driving the taxi is James May.
Good old Captain Slow.
So you step inside, and the journey is fairly smooth, and you're chatting along to James, and discover that there's a little bit of musical interest between the two of you. He pulls up at the airport, and you say, "How much?" And then realise you've got no money. Nobody equipped you with money. So he says, "How about this? We'll have a little music battle." So James says, "You've heard all my hits, but I've heard nothing from you. So you're going to perform our little song to placate James May and pay for your taxi ride. Are we ready?"
I'll need a beat.
So, audience, we can find a beat for all the single furries.
Call the single furry. Call the single furry. Put your hands up. All the single furry. All the single furry.
Okay, so you've performed your song. Let's find out with the dice of destiny. How well did that performance go? Okay, don't hit the dice too hard, because otherwise it sort of inverts itself. That's it, get it around the room. Remember, we're going to go absolutely nuts if we get a 20. Yeah, try not to knock each other out.
You can knock that one out.
I like that one.
There we go. 16! That's a very good result. We like that. James, mate, is very pleased with that. He hands you a signed copy of his latest album as a thank you, and says that he's going to consider incorporating that into his next set. So. That was Sunday.
Introduce me. Cheese.
So, you've arrived at Glasgow Airport, and you're looking up at the destination boards, looking for that incredible flight to Epstein Island. You find a check-in desk, and you go to check in, and you haven't got any passports. So, you've got ID. Obviously, you're at the convention. You must have ID, but I don't think any of you came from overseas, did you? No. So, missing your passports, unfortunately. So, you're going to have to probably bribe your way onto this flight. So, audience, what means of bribery do you think they could use to get their way onto this amazing Epstein Island flight? So we've got sexual favours, suck and blow, threaten with the 12-inch BD. Yeah, the weapon is a very valid choice, and we've also got the wizard spell, don't forget. Someone's champ. Oh, someone's found out that it supports emojis.
I'm not giving them one of my feathers.
Come in then. Suck off a billionaire. Poor job under the table. A cum jar. Sell a kidney. Lick their armpits. James Blunt in a glass. Flirt with a pillow. Provide sexual favours. There's lots of sexual favours coming up here. So we've got Hump the E621 server. Autistic Riz. Bore the security guard. Poor job under the table. Ridding of unwanted fetus, and eat poison bees. So, your means is to bore the security guard.
So who's going to eat first? Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a good call. Who's going to start this feast?
Well, I've done my part, so it's both of you. Boring the security guard.
Okay, so June the warrior takes on the security guard. Obviously, the security guard is a little bit resistant towards this. War is not their sort of number one fetish. In fact, it's pretty much bottom league. So let's find out, how successfully do you war the security guard?
Roll for initiative.
There we go.
You look behind you, watch out. Oh, it's
That will be a 20.
It's indented, but we have a 20! First time ever. So,
Swallow them whole.
you are an absolute master of war.
Wow.
This to you is like nibbling on a party sausage. You open up wide and you simply just inhale like Kirby. And the security guard just goes, whoop. You've gained a few pounds as a result. And they're looking pretty stacked, and the rest of the staff are rather intimidated by this. In fact, the whole airport clears out. Sorry?
Yeah,
They get health back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think our warrior deserves a health point back for that. Yeah, the protein boost would be significant on this one. So you have an empty airport, devoid of all passengers, all security, all staff, all security. There's no pilots. You are basically now free to take any plane you like. So you head into the airfield and look around, and there's something a little bit strange about these planes. So which vehicle are they going to actually use amongst this collection of aircraft? So place your vote, or rather submit your suggestions. How are they going to be getting to Epstein Island? They've got a Rolfcopter, Concorde, a Wenger party bus, a Zeppelin shaped like a duck, Wenger Airways, James May's plane, Tits on a log, suggestive, the Fortnite bus, Ride Hoopington, Log Canoe. I mean, you've got to fly Rector. I mean, that's actually valid. So let's see, what have I got suggested? Careful, Ride Hoopington.
See people leave people. I don't think anybody needs to read these out.
So let's find out which option you selected. Who ever knew the corpse of Margaret Thatcher was capable of flight? So you climb aboard Margaret Thatcher's decaying body,
Margaret's Fleischer.
It's surprisingly warm and a little bit moist.
That's what people passing on her grave.
However, it's still more comfortable than a Ryanair's flight. You get Margaret Thatcher into gear.
Please don't ever say that again.
Grab hold of the control column.
You gotta
Back
check the
down.
dial.
You're gonna get it turned on first.
The engine is running. Margaret's corpse slides along the runway. And shoots off into the air.
What does it sound like?
So, you're flying along, bouncing around in the air pockets and stuff, and a storm hits. There's thunder, there's lightning, it's pouring it down, the corpse is getting even wetter than it was when it was.
John Major.
You're in danger of going down, guys.
What? Margaret Thatcher?
More importantly, Margaret Thatcher's corpse.
We don't want to go down on Margaret. What are you going to do about this situation?
It's looking heavy.
You press the emergency eject button. You shoot up into the air, and Margaret's body explodes.
Finally.
And fortunately, certain parts of the organs you find are quite good as parachutes. So you grab on as a bladder and lungs are particularly effective here. And you're gliding down. Where do you land? Let's find out, audience. Where are they going to land these parachutes? I mean, it could be on Epstein Island itself, in which case, mission success. So we've got the Fortnite Island, Jam Factory, Sealand, at the back at the Con Hotel. Well, that would be a disaster. The Bermuda Triangle, Chewy Seville's Flat, the Jar Factory, Epstein Island, the obvious one, Thatcher's Grave, a large pool of furry cum. In Slough, the Bermuda Triangle, Penn Island, Madagascar, Spider-Man's apartment. So, let's find out. So, the gods have decided it could be that you land inside a Chinese education centre. Rainforest 2, hosted in Birmingham. The Belgrano, the large pool of furry cum, the shit of Littlefoot, or on your mum's house. I don't want to vote for any of them. So, place your votes. Where should our heroes land? So, let's find out what the result is. You land a large pool of furry cum.
So deep.
So, it's rather deep. Which is actually fortunate because you don't want to break your legs. If it was shallow, that would be more health taken away. So you have a very nice, lovely, smooth landing into this gloopy, viscous pool. And you sort of look, you can vaguely see the light breaking through the surface, and you swim and get through to the surface. Due to the strength and potency of this pool, you start to find it is actually burning your flesh slightly. Yes. There is a bit of an allergic reaction occurring here, so I'm afraid you do take some damage from this. So you're standing on the edge of the pool, absolutely drenched in furry cum. What would you like to do?
I die.
-1 health point.
Like a dog.
Like a dog. Get called by the police.
Our heroes are struggling for what their next course of action is going to be. So you guys, what do you think they should do? They're currently stood at the edge of a pool, possibly on Epstein Island, covered in furry cum. What is the next course of action?
We just leave us the island.
So, gonna have sex, chug, 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 so eat all the cum. Use a squeegee, convert it all to jam,
Google Maps.
call up Fudgy for advice. So Fudgy, yeah, what would you do in this situation? You are possibly on Epstein Island, next to covered in furry cum, standing next to a swimming pool that's filled with the stuff.
Well, how did you get covered in it for a Oh,
They landed in it after Margaret Thatcher's corpse flew up in
I would eat a crunchy.
So Fudgy's suggestion is eat a crunchy.
If I see you eat a crunchy up there, I will give you a crunchy.
Does a crunchy go well with?
Ah! Eat a crunchy! He's putting the crunchy in! He's putting the crunchy in!
So let's find out what have Atlas decided.
Eat a crunchy!
So you're going to so option 1 is turn the ball into a clone of Timmy Mallet. Ask Hawking what to do. Convert it all to jam and eat it. Throw a box of tampons in, or eat a crunchy. Place your votes.
Jam.
So let's see the results.
I better eat a crunchy.
You decide to eat a crunchy.
That's probably the most safest work answer we've ever had on this so far.
But eat a crunchy what?
Go on, do another one. Crunchy fursuit.
Okay, yeah, we'll go on then. Audience again. So, eat a crunchy ...
Here we go.
Enter your suggestions.
Now, there may be something else in the pocket. No, it's not that. Let's see what you
So, we have a crunchy cum sock, a crunchy, a crunchy piece of badger, a crunchy noogie, a crunchy bad dragon dildo, a crunchy fursuit, a crunchy fudgy, crunchy haggis, a crunchy fudgy sock, a crunchy Stephen Hawking's wheelchair, a crunchy cum sock with teleportation, just a crunchy. So, gods, let's see. What have you decided? They're going to eat a crunchy sock, a arm of Margaret Thatcher, a crunchy jockstrap that smells of red onion, a Queen Elizabeth corpse, Fudgy's crunchy crusty socks around his muzzle, or a crunchy piece of cum. Place your votes. So, we've got all the votes in. Let's see. The result is Adrian.
6%.
You were outdone by a jockstrap.
So, you eat a crunchy jockstrap that smells like red onion.
How far are you going to go?
I'm slightly turned on by that.
He's definitely had worse to his face before.
But do you know what he's like? Don't encourage him.
Okay, once more.
You're just making
These
it
are
worse.
yesterday's ones, by the way. Whoa!
It was the socks we made along the way.
Stop, he's already.
Come on!
Okay, so it was a crunchy jockstrap that you eat.
Good luck, lad.
Thank you.
So let's find out. How does that turn out for you?
At this point.
Let's give the die a roll. And then back to front. Go on.
Sorry.
Let's make it good. And it is a 6. Oh, it is not good. Just as if finishing off the last bit of elastic from the crusty jockstrap,
Wasn't supposed to keep it in your car.
Epstein himself turns up and demands to know, what on earth are you doing in my pool of cum?
And when there's crunchy jockstrap, mortals.
How dare you consume his crusty guts? And unfortunately, he comes up, pushes you back into the pool with weights attached to your legs. Our heroes, you were so close. I mean, you found Epstein Island, but you were victims to Epstein's pool of furry cum.
Fatality.
You died.
It's worse than death.
Ooh, nasty.
Did sort of succeed in the worst possible way. However, this is not quite the end of the game. During the game, there was a little bit of scoring going on in the background. Our heroes' decisions have all been taken into consideration. Our gods' guidance as well, and your influence upon the gods is all been put into figures and numbers, which we'll display for you now, so we can get a sense of who the true heroes are in our quest. So,
He's in the best of AI.
so congratulations to, on our hero team, we have... Okay, the leader of the pack was our wizard. Wizard time, the magical river duck. You gained 3 experience. This is a result of all your votes. So the most followers, Peter, the god of Birmingham, with 312 votes from the game. So, most dedicated follower was Izzy with 18. So your suggestions were considered to be extremely wise. So, congratulations to our team, our heroes. We had June, Hoopington, and Wizard Time. Congratulations to our gods and our influencers of fate, and thank you everybody for coming along and playing Trudge. You were a fantastic audience. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do provide feedback back to Scotiacon if you enjoyed it.
Yes, sir.
If you didn't, just moan about it on Twitter, please. Thank you everyone, I'm Frio and this was my co-host Shadow Raccoon. This was Trudge enjoy the rest of your Come On Day. Thank you very much.